Hey everybody, welcome back. So if you've been keeping up with the live streams, I believe I've done 2 of them so far, you'll know we had a bent valve, and in the process I ended up removing both of the cylinder heads to take a peek. The back side here, the valves were great. They're moving fine. It's actually this one. They're wonderful. Nothing really needs to be done about that. The front one though had a bad valve. So I got the valve out, just tapped it out, and then I went online and I ordered some new parts. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about right now. So I got 2 new head gaskets, one for each side. Two new ones of those. These parts, they don't actually make some of these parts anymore, so it was a little hard to track them down. 2 of these valves, and I believe both of these are essentially the same part number. These are like a kit. They come with, okay, so this is the little valve guide that slides in. The one that was on here got a little tore up. Here is our brand new valve. We have the top plate that holds the spring on, and then there is also 2 halves. These are kind of hard to see. 2 little halves that hold this top piece to the top of the valve. So those kind of slide in there. These here suction cup to the top of the valve, and then you apply some of this valve grinding compound, and you use this almost like if you're starting a fire, right? And you just work it back and forth, and what it does is it'll grind down the very edge of the valve right in here, and it makes a good tight seal. So pretty simple stuff. Oh yeah, it does just come right off. So this one you can see got a little mangled. It has a ridge on top here with like a seal. It just got a little mangled when I had to get that old valve out. Alright, put some oil on this. Should just slide right in. That looks good. We got it set in there nice. Oh yeah, that looks real good. Now from what I've seen, you don't need much of this paste. Grinding compound, it's almost like a toothpaste. Okay. By using that grinding compound, you can see this line that's developed. And what we're doing is we're looking at this line. We're making sure there's no pitting on this or on the actual ring around the valve. Got a cap of motor oil, and I'm just going to apply it to these valves to make sure that they go into their guides nice and smooth, especially this new one. Oh yeah, that's nice. Perfect. Just want to make sure everything is well lubricated. We did go through and clean the inside there, so now we just have to reapply our springs, and with our fingers here we'll actually compress these down, put the caps and stuff on them. It's not going to be a very fun time, but we'll get it. Oh yeah, that's going to be simple. So these are just pressure fit. snap in like that one. There we go. Super simple, easy. So this is really simple. They give you like a C-clip style now, but on this particular model, all you gotta do is you start 2 of these. There's a little ridge in the middle. It's like 2/3 one way, 1/3 the other. You want it so the 2/3 gap is down. So you just set these on either side. And then you can actually do them one at a time too. You just push it down and there's a groove there that it'll catch. You do that for both. There. So now both valves are good. So you can see, got our movement back again. Awesome. This thing really cleans up nicely. Really, really nice. Got our beautiful new gasket on. It's probably out of focus. All right, this side is done. I don't think Alright everybody, so it's the next day from when we started this, and I'm back in here adjusting the valves, and I adjusted them wrong the first time. I adjusted them at top dead center, and through a little bit of research I found out that you're supposed to go about 1/4 inch past top dead center. So what I'm going to do is use an old push rod and get it at top dead center, and then I'm going to try to tape or Sharpie a line on here 1/4 inch after so I can adjust them properly. So I'm just going to grab it here, and this is pretty much a rough estimate. It's really too bad. So the part on my thumb here was to the top of this metal piece. I'm going to make a line there. Just made a little Sharpie line, and now I'm going to measure off of that 1/4 inch. Right about there. Okay. Yeah, and these are a little bit too tight. Now the online specs that I found said 0.006 to 0.008. So I'm going to go right in between that with 0.007. Loosen them up. Like so. And then just kind of compress and spin these. Let's see, we're going to do a righty-tighty to give them a little bit of play. You want to put your feeler gauge in. Going the wrong way, of course. Now you can do these by finger like what I'm doing, or else there is an Allen key in there. And now we're going to go ahead and snug this up. And you can just kind of maybe see the tension there. It's enough to hold it. That's about what you want. This one here. Okay, I got that ground hooked up. Let's just turn it over and see what happens. this is making sense now. I still need new spark plugs because I think it's missing a little bit. But it would always grind in gear because the RPM was so high. But if you turn down the RPM, it would die. And now, as you can see, I got it in neutral right now. But this is spinning, and you just neutral again. It all makes sense. That knocking noise was more than likely the one cylinder not quite firing right. You hear it. So I'm going to get 2 new spark plugs because I was going to anyways. This thing is running way too nice right now. I kind of was tinkering with the tuning a little bit. It's way more responsive now. I can't believe it. It's probably had that problem for a really long time. Well, this is as far as I wanted to get tonight. I'll have to go get some spark plugs tomorrow. I'm going to be bringing this machine to the local place to pressure wash it. It is pretty greasy inside still, and there's a lot of built up debris in the tracks and the chains there. So, especially in the back. Went through and kind of picked at it a little bit. The drain plugs are actually right, my dad says they're right there, and I dug at that one and was able to see it. So now that it's warming up outside, we're gonna bring this and get it nicely cleaned up. But tonight I want to get this put onto the trailer because tomorrow night after work I'm going to be bringing it in to give it a good pressure wash. So alright, we got it loaded up. The thing is a torque monster now. It's actually kind of hard to load it. Alright, we're gonna bring it around front, get it strapped down, and it'll be good. Okay everybody, so we just came to the car wash here, got everything pressure washed, and was able to get a lot of junk out of the tracks. Not all of it. I'll probably have to use a shop vac or something, but before it was packed in there so tightly I couldn't do anything about it. So now at least it's moved around a little bit. Overall everything's going good. The only concern I have is the back light stays on just a titch all the time. I have it unplugged right now, but I'm not too sure what that's all about, so I'll have to look into it. Otherwise though, it cleaned up quite a bit. I don't think you guys can really see much in here, but it's pretty wet. Back's pretty dry. Village pump worked. It was pumping out water, and things are coming along nicely. So let's hope I can get this thing buttoned up and we can ship it this weekend. Okay everybody, today is Friday and just unloaded this thing off the trailer. Took it for a little spin yesterday and it seemed to be kind of a little bit boggy after the first few minutes. So we're going to go through, check the carburetor again, although I don't know that there'd be anything in there. I think it might just be a little adjustment needed to the air to fuel ratio. And then I got myself some gloves, and we have to get in here and scrape away the rest of this gunk. But it is drying, which is good, but I really need to get in these tracks. I was able to get some of it out with the pressure washer at the place, but not all of it. What else? I replaced the switch for the back light, and now it doesn't seem to be popping on. And I also bought these little rubber covers to help protect these switches from the elements. I have to go get another set for this one because I was unsure that these would fit, but they do. I'll show you here. They just screw right on, and it fits on there too. So I'm gonna go get another set of those, and then the switches will be waterproof, if you will, weatherproof. Alright, so I cleaned out the floor of it. There's actually 2 or 3 inches worth of space between the bottom of the chain and the floor. And there's a little bit of stuff still in there, but I can only squeeze my hand in so good. So hopefully the rest of it will dry and then it'll come up a little easier. But I got as much out as I could, and it really wasn't all that bad. This bucket here, I mean, it's quite a bit in there, but I thought it would be probably twice that, so that's good. Other than that, let's see. I have to just adjust the chains a little bit. I think one of these back ones looks loose to me. I can't remember which one. I think it's this one. And then from there, I have to lube up the chains real good with a, I'll show you guys that, and then reassembly. Oh yeah, and I want to run it first because yesterday when I was out and about, it seemed a little doggy. So we're going to make a few adjustments because I think it's a little bit lean. I think I'm going to adjust the idle up just a little bit. Alright guys, we just got done with our ride. I actually kind of left the camera in the truck. This camera gets pretty shaky under any sort of movement at all, so it's hard to get any good clips, but I checked the reverse. It's not popping out of reverse anymore now that I changed out that bolt, and it has so much power now. It feels completely different. We went we went way down this road. It hits another road. We went way down there all the way. We went so far we hit tar again. So nice loop. It didn't skip a beat the whole time. So I think that tomorrow is a go and everything should be perfect. Oh, it makes me so happy. You know, I'm just so happy to have taken on such a extensive project, and for it to, you know, to see it all the way through like this, and just I've learned so much about not only this thing, but just don't be afraid to take a project, I guess. But regardless, this thing's good. I was avoiding the mud, and as we were flying back, there's this big rut, and this thing got sucked into it, and water came splashing over the top. It was hilarious. So Sam and I just went and had a blast on it, kind of as our last goodbye. But yeah, tomorrow we're dropping this thing off. We're gonna surprise him. I don't think he has any idea. We're gonna hit the road and head home here. I just have to get the little rubber thing for the toggle switch and we'll be good to go. So, all right, see you guys tomorrow. All right, everybody, good morning. It is roughly 8:30 in the morning right now, and we are just throwing everything in the truck and we're gonna be on our way. We have to stop and get gas. I think I remembered everything. Almost forgot the key. You all set, darling?
Do this.
everybody. We're almost there. Can't wait to see his reaction. I think it's going to be really, really good.
Awesome. Yeah, you got your garage back too.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And you said it run really super good now that you got the other valve in, huh?
Yep. It's like a whole different machine. Have to get it off of here and take a ride.
Yeah. How much gas?
It's full.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Looks great.
And it stays in reverse.
What's that?
It stays in reverse since I changed that bolt out.
And it stays in.
It stays in there, yeah.
I think I'm going to use the same plate because it has my ag one on there,
Okay.
and that's lifetime.
Okay.
So I'll just switch out all the stickers on here, and then that's how it's going to have to be. Very nice job, Zach. Looks good. That's going to be way stronger now, too.
Yep.